cool little 60 piece. That's only the neck though.
Last night a bitch nigga shot a real nigga, but we don't make no diss records, we just deal with it. Plus I be going through a lot, I never talk about it, and they using nigga songs in court, so I can't talk about it. Rap niggas think I'm dumb, like I don't see the play. I let them think they got the ups, then get them out the way. On FaceTime, my brother telling me he shot my mama, telling me to chill, but I know he seen that nigga face. But that's enough about that part. Talking about respect, well it's a must about that part. Playing with my money, well then it's up about that part. Cause when it's time to play ball, don't give a fuck about that part. They know I'm that nigga when they see me. Her man crush been a hater and her little brother won't beat me. Her friend been on my dick since I was passing out CDs. Her baby daddy a mark and her boyfriend probably a weenie. 3,300 on my book bag. Left some niggas in the past, but I don't look back. Shit kinda different, I ain't the man that I was. I seen death in too many forms and I ain't never really shook that. Don't let him rock you to sleep, true colors better believe him. I know that God got me, but I be riding with my reaper. Praying with my kids and even then I got my heater. And I be stepping so hard, this hoes in $1,000 sneakers. Take your bitch when I meet her and you ain't seen her in about 3 days. Knew I was a threat, I passed that stick like a relay. Spin it back to back, it's like a motherfucking replay. Turn your son into a bitch when I shoot, I think I'm D-Wade. Told him I'm a savage, if I want it, I'ma have it. Playing with my lettuce, cook your head like a cabbage. Tell them that I'm rich and I'm solid, that's the advantage. Bitch, bad kids, fresh little nigga, you can't stand it. Tell them big checks, yardsticks, not a ruler. All I smoke is ops and I don't never smoke a hookah. Looking for a blessing that's worth of Jesus and Judas. Tell them niggas game 6, my whole team full of shooters. I slide on a nigga like a motherfucking flip-flop. Pressure on your homie and I promise he a flip-flop. Talking that wooty-woo, something. I know the police listen, so I ain't really saying nothing. I know these niggas envy, they can't manage how they feel. Jealousy's for bitches, you niggas pussy for real. A nigga get the drop and he happen to shoot. First we heal up and get back. We ain't going on the shirt, I swear to God, nigga.
That woo-woo, something. I know the police listening, so I ain't saying nothing. Talking that woo-woo, something. Nigga, cock back and aim and leave you bleeding where you running, swear to God, nigga.
But then I said, hold on, this is too serious. So right now, there's a guy on trial, and the one to pull the trigger on T Grizzly's Aunt JB back in.
For those of y'all who don't know, T Grizzly's Aunt JB got murdered a while ago. Allegedly, they were looking for him and they hit her. What's the deal, y'all? We're Trap Tapping in 10 and Trap News Network. Back in the same, like cracking the same here at 10 and Trap News Network. It's like good news you can use. It's like good knowledge, though. You ain't finna get nobody college, though, big dog. Tap in with that tap in and make sure you are, in fact, tapped in with that good. Tap in, hit that like, hit that comment, hit that good subscribe button for everything we got going on. It's Saturday, so we ain't finna hold y'all too long with an intro, but TRAPNEWS, NETWORX, Trap News Network. Get into that if you ain't got into that. T Grizzly takes the 5th in trial of manager his aunt manager / aunt's murder. Let's see what's going on over here.
2019.
Kimberly, tonight we know the Detroit rapper was one of 3 people inside that car when the shots went off. Now, when they're in that shooting, the rapper's aunt died, but he was not injured. Detroit police responded to the area of 3 Mile Drive just off Mack Tuesday night on the city's east side. They were out to collect evidence of multiple bullet casings regarding the deadly shooting here. It turns out someone opened fire on a black Chrysler with 3 people inside. Among those inside the vehicle, Detroit rapper.
His name's Jermaine Whedon. He's in the 3rd Circuit Court of Michigan criminal, Judge Tracy Green. It should be on YouTube live streaming, but I went to the live streaming channel and YouTube removed it for community guidelines. I mean, I don't know, the courts, they're live streaming these criminal trials because the public's supposed to be able to see them, but I guess they're not aware of that, YouTube might take it down depending on what's testified about. So my contact told me that, and I was like, oh, that's right. And I found her channel, but it's been removed.
So that's really unfortunate, the fact that they were, looking for him, and she was in a car with him, and unfortunately she became the victim of an assassination attempt gone horribly wrong. That's super messed up, man. So big prayers to the family, love and respect to the whole situation.
Some contacts I had there in the courtroom told me T Grizzly was called to testify. The judge allowed him to plead the 5th, which means any answer may tend to incriminate me. Now, people often, like in a movie or something, if someone pleads the 5th, they imply that means they're guilty. But the way it's worded, or that they did something. And what would T Grizzly have done in the homicide of his aunt? Well, we'll get to that in a second. tend to incriminate me means you don't have to help the government build a case against you, and something that tends to incriminate you doesn't mean you did anything. For example, I have on this pink shirt. Let's just say someone was found deceased around where I'm at, and some witness said, well, it was a guy in a light colored shirt, right? If I got on the stand and said, yeah, I was in that area and I had on a pink shirt, even though, let's just say in this scenario, I didn't do it and I don't know anything about it.
But that's definitely a way to self-incriminate yourself, even if unintentionally.
But because I happen to have on a light shirt or a pink shirt, if the guy said pink, coincidentally to the witness, I would be incriminating myself even though I didn't commit a criminal act. So that's why don't assume because someone pleads the fifth. So T Grizzly's aunt JB was killed in 2019. They pulled up on the side street on the east side of Detroit. Some say he was in the car. He said he was knocking on the door, said it was his cousin's house. They were taking a long time to answer. He wanted JB to come in with him. This was his statement to the newspaper, I think. Or this is what was in the newspaper. And then a gunman came up and shot in the car and took her out. She was the manager of him and Sada Baby. According to my source, so I said, what is the theory of the homicide? So Jermaine Whedon on the internet.
That's really messed up, man. God bless that soul.
And it says he's 600 Wu-Tang, who's an old black gang member connected with the whole Little Dirk murder for hire. Well, he's not charged in that, but he's part of that same set of people. I don't know if that's really him or not. I'm not sure. A guy named Jermaine Whedon's on trial. If anyone were to verify to me, yes, that's 600 Wu-Tang, well, now you're kind of verifying he's maybe a member of something that's a gang, and then they have the Dirk and them have a murder for hire thing coming, so no one official would verify that. So that's what the internet.
Why would anybody verify that? That's the easiest way to get caught up in some sort of like indictment or a RICO. We see everybody going to jail. Why would you want to get caught up in anything like that to get you put away, especially when you're out here doing legal business?
Says, I don't know. But he is on trial. He's a guy from Chicago, the person on trial, who got caught in 2020, a year after the murder, because I found the federal document of this, with a Glock switch in Detroit, in Michigan. And so I asked my source, so there's a rumor on the internet, and if you're following this, you'll see what the rumor is that T Grizzly had, well, the woman described as his manager, as his aunt and manager, was his, I guess he knew her since he was young, but that was his uncle's girlfriend or wife. The rumor is that she was pregnant by him, or she was stealing some money.
That's crazy. That's his uncle's wife. People put all kind of crazy rumors out and all kind of stuff like that. That's a barnacle situation to put on somebody.
And then he had her bumped off for that. That's been a rumor in the street for years. Now, I did ask people that were in the courtroom, of which there's, everyone from the stenographer to some witnesses to prosecution, defense, court officers, sheriff's deputies guarding it. There's various people in the court, so I know several. The prosecution, so the trial started last Monday. It's probably going to end this upcoming Monday. Probably has a good chance of beating it. I'm not sure what the witnesses are, but I was told that the prosecution's theory, listen, we just saw Diddy beat a bunch of serious charges, though he got convicted of something. They said the prosecution's theory kind of's been changing over the course of the trial, which means the prosecution probably has a weak case, meaning they started off maybe trying to fit Well, they tried to fit maybe some facts to this rumor. But maybe some of those facts don't match up. Maybe some of the things in the rumor don't factually match up. I don't know. That's just something that is said on the internet, that rumor I just said. People have said it to me in real life, but that's just a different version of an internet rumor. I really have I know friends with people.
That's a cold setup if it was true, though. That'd be wild. She was stealing money and he set her up to get knocked down. That'd be barnacles.
T has gotten beats from, and I think I know someone that helps manage them in LA. Just a little bit. I've met them, but I don't really know them like that. So I don't know. Just off the internet. So the point of this story is legal cases are complicated. Be careful. We're seeing now, all this, they're getting information off the internet, which is not a lot different than the way they, in a murder in the inner city type environment, who are the witnesses? Who's outside in the hood? Like a wino, a drug addict, little kid, a homeless person? So there's always been a lot of shaky information in homicides, especially the worse the neighborhood, probably the shakier the information. And like I said, this case is supposed to be being live streamed, but the channel has been removed for community guide.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to figure out where this is being live streamed at. Either way, go, man. If you go to Al Private, check out the rest of this. We'll about it the next one. Y'all know the deal is red dots to the left. Y'all know the rest. Free avenue, it's free. We go.